many people does it take to have a Talmud debate? Well, you would normally think that the answer to that one is pretty basic. A debate by definition means having at least two sides fighting it out over some idea. Since the classic debate has two opposing sides and not more, so for this video, we'll work with that standard, a two-sided debate. So your reasoning goes like this. If there are two sides that are being argued, there has to be at least two people involved, each taking one of the two sides. But that's not the way it is necessarily in the Talmud. Some of the time, yes, but not all the time. To understand why a two-sided debate does not have to have two different people arguing the sides, we need to emphasize. For the Talmud, it isn't the players that we are primarily interested in, but the ideas that are being debated. That's the discussion's focus, the ideas, the statements. That's what the Talmud wants us to focus on when we learn the Talmud, or in general when we are discussing any issue. Don't get hung up on the speaker who's expressing the opinion. Don't digress into making an investigation of an idea personal. Knowing that, that's great training. Learn that from the Talmud. Therefore, we have three different modes in the Talmud, or three different alignments of players, participants, lineups in the Talmud debates. First, we have debates between two people, like the classic mode. Each person bringing supports for themselves and difficulties to the other fellow. Second, the Talmud takes both sides of the debate. It will equally support and defend both sides, both ideas, or bring difficulties to both sides. In that sense, the Talmud is impartial, and it judges the ideas according to their merits. The third Talmud mode is where one rabbi takes both sides. He will offer an idea, then bring difficulties to that idea. And then, in the very next step, defend the idea against the difficulties that he himself had just brought. Does that sound reminiscent of a person working through a problem in their own head? Well, it should, because that's exactly how our mind works. It's the very same process. Reminds me kind of like Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof, when he's talking to himself and he's working out a problem in his mind. He's trying to come to a decision. On this hand I should say this, and on this hand I should say that. The use of these three different modes highlights an extremely important point. This point. The statement being debated plays the primary role in the Talmud discussion. The statement starts as our main focus and stays as our main focus all through the discussion. Everything that goes on after its introduction, all the difficulties and all the solutions, relate back to the statement which is being discussed. The Talmud's interest is the development, or the journey, let's call it, of that statement, and the other ideas that are bounced off of it as we run that statement through its paces towards acceptance or rejection. In short, the ideas are more important than those who express them. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment or questions below. I would love to hear from you. Check out our website, which is the hub for this mind and Talmud training. And remember, your thinking has structure. Thank you.